can put two and two together, people, and you can come to your own conclusions. But when it comes to Andrew Tate and what they're doing to Andrew Tate, whether you believe Andrew, whether you actually agree with Andrew Tate's views or not, right? I'm sure you can agree that something is very odd around here. Something is very odd when it comes to Andrew Tate and what is going on with Andrew Tate. They arrest him, they charge him, they put him in jail, then they give him his stuff back, and then they say that he done something, and then the women that he said, the women that were allegedly used in the sex trafficking come out and say, we weren't sex trafficked. I don't know what you guys are talking about. But then it's like, no, you were, the government telling them you were actually sex trafficked. You just didn't know your own mind. And then it's like, well, they're adults. Aren't they allowed to come to their own conclusions about what happened to them? And then now, after they're giving him his stuff back or actually put him back into his house, I think he was on house arrest, but without charging him, and apparently they're still investigating. Now the UK have come for him after this conversation. It just seems a little bit weird, guys.
UK is trying to put me in jail.
So an arrest warrant has been issued to the Bucharest authorities. The brothers have been arrested. They deny, as they've always done, those UK charges. These allegations are old allegations that were examined by UK police as far back as 2012 and were eventually dismissed by the Crown Prosecution Service. So nothing came of those allegations that were investigated over a decade ago by UK police.
What it actually says, or what has happened, is these charges are a decade old. These charges are a decade old, and what they
a decade
old.
That's what we said. He wasn't even born a decade ago. Andrew Tate was only born in 2023. What were we doing here?
I think it was 2022, but okay.
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah, these charges are a decade old, and what they've done is that they've gone into something that they've said themselves that they've dismissed. They said, oh, we looked at it 10 years ago and we don't want to go along with that. But now they are now looking at it again and they are arresting him again. So you have to make things make sense to me because I'm a logical thinking type of person. Why are you looking at something or accusing somebody of something that happened 10 years ago that you yourself, as the court system, said that you dismiss? Why are you doing that?
Agendas after rise.
Agendas. What's the agenda?
We can't have strong, outspoken, wealthy people like Andrew Tate running amok. We must bring them down.
Why?
You either get down or lay down.
Play the rest of the video. It's true. But play the rest of the video, please, Jesse.
The lawyer for the brothers say this morning that those allegations have been resurrected into much more serious allegations that have now been laid against the brothers. And I think the position is now that they're waiting for a Bucharest court to decide whether it's going to act on this UK warrant, and that throws up the possibility of an extradition, I suppose, to the UK, but that's very unlikely to happen all the time that charges are still active against the brothers in Romania. The lawyers have said that this is a bewildering move by the UK authorities. The brothers are dismayed and deeply troubled. So we should know in the next 24 hours whether any action is going to be taken by the Romanian authorities.
This is part of the propaganda campaign because the UK is now ramping up its legal attack on me and they want to put me in jail for some reason because Romania has failed. So now they're going to try. So they're going to try and poison public mind first, which makes it another thing interesting. And we're going to say this on the podcast because why not? People say to me, oh, you're in Romania, you're going through the Romanian legal system. Isn't that scary? Do you think it's corrupt? And I say, well, the Romanian legal system is not as politically charged as the West. Do I have a fairer shot in a UK court where members of parliament discuss how I am dangerous and should be in jail?
I mean, they've already banned you from schools and stuff like that.
Do I get a fair trial in England? Tell me. I walk into the English court, trial, judge, law, because that's not subjective at all, of course. And I walk in there, and members of parliament are saying I'm dangerous, and the news is saying I'm dangerous, and the BBC is saying I'm dangerous, and everyone's saying I should go to jail. When I stand there in front of the judge and said, I haven't done anything, yeah, but you're Andrew Tate jail. What?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Do I get a fair shot in England?
Yeah.
I doubt it.
The BBC were begging me for an interview. I don't need any of these people. The only reason I even sat down with the BBC is because they were begging me. I can go and just say my own words and get plenty of views, right? But the whole time I was in jail, they're begging me for an interview. Can we speak to him on the phone? Maybe you can give an interview from jail. Can we have an interview? Please, 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 please. And I was saying, why do I want to talk to the BBC? And the BBC were saying, no, we don't want to do a hit piece. We want to come across, we want to be impartial.
This is what they're telling me.
This is what they're telling me. We want to be impartial. We believe there's a side of the story that hasn't been told. We're really interested in some of the, let's say, what's the word? I don't want to get this wrong. Inconsistencies in the Romanian justice system. We're very interested in his side of the story. There's been enough hit pieces. We want to tell the other side. We want to hear Andrew Tate's story. And I said no, on repeat. Then they sent me a list of questions. I didn't even ask for a list of questions. That's not who I am. I don't have to script. I never asked for a list of questions. They sent me a list of questions. Here's what we're going to ask. It's about his mental health. It's about the Romanian justice system. It's about the fact he hasn't been charged. His liberty's been deprived. All this stuff. And I thought, well, that's kind of interesting. Maybe it's a bit interesting. And the Matrix is obviously printing lies about me. And these are some interesting questions from the Matrix for the first time ever. Okay. They walk in here all smiles and happy, all smiley faces trying to take me off guard. I already had my list of questions, right? It's all going to be nice and easy. I sit down, and they instantly attack me. They put the cameras on first, and they attack me, expecting me to stutter and make a fool of myself.
It's funny that this arrest comes at a time, right, where he had a conversation the other day. And apparently, well, not even apparently, the conversation went a little bit left, and it was with a boxer by the name of Garcia. And I want to play that and let people hear exactly what was said. Jesse, can you play that, please?
Talk to us.
Bro, I don't give a bro. They held me down and they made me watch little kids get. I don't give a anymore.
Where?
Bro, they took me to the woods, bro, and they tied. I'm not joking, bro. I have proof, bro. I don't give a bro. I'll show you every video you could ever believe. Bohemian Grove is real. They tied me down and they made me watch, dog. I absolutely don't give a anymore. Yes, I lost it. They're come on.
Who?
Bro,
You
know the higher elites, bro. You already know who they are, bro.
No, you know what?
You know the path
Andrew,
you're going down is dangerous, my friend. That's
I
what
don't
I'm
give
worried
a
about.
fuck. I don't give a fuck. They can't touch me. I'm a god.
Well, that's the first point of contention because I care about you a lot, and I can assure you from my own personal experience that they can touch you.
Whoa, brother. I can assure you from my personal experience that they can touch you. For those who didn't understand that, Ryan Garcia is a very popular boxer. Fought Tank Davis, is due to fight Devin Haney apparently in like a month or two. I don't know if that's going to go through because of what's going on right now. But he said he was taken to the woods and he was made to watch some people have relations with some children. And he said a thing called Bohemian Grove is real. Do you know what Bohemian Grove is, Jesse?
Yeah, that's where they worship Moloch. Is it Moloch?
Moloch. Apparently. Allegedly. Everything's alleged.
I saw a thing with Alex Jones talking to someone because Alex Jones snuck in there years back. Have you seen this?
Allegedly.
No, he admits it.
Yeah, but we don't know it's Bohemian Grove. What are you talking about?
But yeah, I'm vaguely aware of Bohemian Grove and
well, he was saying that they took him, they had sexual relations with him, and they made him watch them have sexual relations with other children. Now, that sounds crazy. And what I've come to realize in this life is truth is stranger than fiction.
Yes.
Truth is stranger than fiction. And I'm not saying that it's true, and I'm not saying that it's not true. All I'm saying is that that's what he said. And he said that with Andrew Tate, and then all of a sudden, Andrew Tate's been arrested. Now, is that coinkydink? Is that a coincidence? I don't know. You going to say something?
No, I just said I didn't put two and two together.
You can put two and two together, people, and you can come to your own conclusions. But when it comes to Andrew Tate and what they're doing to Andrew Tate, whether you believe Andrew, whether you actually agree with Andrew Tate's views or not, right? I'm sure you can agree that something is very odd around here. Something is very odd when it comes to Andrew Tate and what is going on with Andrew Tate. They arrest him, they charge him, they put him in jail, then they give him his stuff back, and then they say that he done something, and then the women that he said, the women that were allegedly used in the sex trafficking come out and say, we weren't sex trafficked. I don't know what you guys are talking about. But then it's like, no, you were, the government telling them you were actually sex trafficked. You just didn't know your own mind. And then it's like, well, they're adults. Aren't they allowed to come to their own conclusions about what happened to them? And then now, after they're giving him his stuff back, or actually put him back into his house, I think he was on house arrest, but without charging him, and apparently they're still investigating. Now the UK have come for him after this conversation. It just seems a little bit weird, guys.